so I may have bought a lot of Tony's Chocolonely chocolate. For those of you who don't know, that is a Fairtrade chocolate brand, and it's our favorite chocolate. So we're going to be doing a tier list today. S tier, meaning the top chocolate, A tiers, and then going down to F tier.
Okay.
And the chocolate's really good, so I don't know if we'll actually have an F tier, but I feel like we should maybe try.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a ton of flavors.
And you should put a disclaimer that maybe I might have gotten into some of this chocolate.
Oh yeah, some of the chocolate may have been...
It may have been
some of it
touched
is
a little bit. It's
barely,
okay.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
there's enough to taste it. You know, we'll just act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, it's okay. That's how you know it's good. We have all the flavors. We bought every single flavor they have to offer. There are some flavors that we've never tried before, so I'm excited. There's like a Popping Rocks flavor. So, but all of these, a lot of these we have tried. So anyways, you ready to taste?
Yeah.
Should we start with the little guys?
I think you start with like the basic milk chocolate. Oh yeah, here we go. You want to split this? Because this is a lot of chocolate.
Oh, here's a little one, here's a little one. Okay, and so this flavor is the milk. Oh, it literally is called milk chocolate. Okay.
Milk chocolate. Okay, you want to go first? You go first.
Yes.
I'll eat what you don't.
That's an A tier.
The problem is you can't chew it. You gotta like let it
Melt.
do its thing. No, it's like smooth and milky. It's velvety. It melts. It's not too waxy. Sometimes it gets like that waxy flavor. Their milk chocolate is just
I agree.
delicious.
That's A tier. Very good. The only reason it's not S tier is because I feel like we've tried some that are just top of the line.
We might be primed a little.
Yeah, we kind of already know our ratings a little bit. Not for the ones we didn't know. For the ones we never tried. Okay, next we're doing milk chocolate pretzel toffee. What do you think of this one?
Ooh. I might have to take my glasses off for this one.
I think for the ones like that have, like, I think our motto is probably less is more with the chocolate. Like when they start putting a lot in, like I love pretzels, so I thought I would love this one, but then sometimes I'm like, okay, you put way too much in here. Okay.
For me, 70% is just a lot, you know? I'm actually gonna have to drink some water before I do this.
Wait, that pretzel's doing some good work.
Let's see.
That one's good.
It's not bad dark chocolate. It's actually pretty good.
Because there's so much other stuff
really
in there. I feel like you don't tell how dark the chocolate is.
Sometimes the chocolate gets real bitter when it's over like 60%, but that one's like still sweet, still smooth, not very waxy or chalky. And then that pretzel. The pretzel is doing some heavy lifting.
What do you give it?
That might have to be a C tier.
I was gonna say C tier too. We're on the same page.
You stole my whole float.
Okay, what's next? I'll let you grab them out the box.
So we just did chocolate. Let's say chocolate so we don't get, you know, sweet then not sweet. This one's chocolate. Oh yeah, we'll do this one. Dark chocolate almond sea salt.
And this one's also vegan too. So all their dark, no, they have some dark that's not vegan. That's very interesting. This is a good vegan chocolate. If you're vegan out there, give it a try. I'm a big fan of this
I know
one.
about this one, so.
Let's see. That one's good. Is that 70%?
I don't know,
It doesn't say.
but it's 7. I don't know. I was trying to find it. Oh yeah,
And we need to I need to like
that
clean my
one's-
palate.
You want some water?
They all
some
taste the same.
water.
Well, that one's good.
That one's delicious. I want to eat this, but I know I shouldn't.
Just eat it.
But I'm gonna eat it.
That one's good. It has like a little bit of a salty flavor to it. That's a B tier.
I would say because it's dark chocolate and it's delicious, I'm gonna say it's an A tier. That might be their best dark chocolate. I think there's only one that competes with this.
You think it goes on the same one as milk chocolate?
It's chocolate, almonds, and salt. You can't really go wrong with that. That's really
That's
delicious.
good. Okay, we'll put it in A tier. That's my chocolate dates.
There you go. What else do we have? Okay, now we're getting to the stars of the show, I guess. This one we might have eaten more than we care to admit. This is the what? Milk chocolate caramel sea salt. Oh my gosh.
We eat this one a lot.
We eat this one probably every day, you would say.
So we have it where I was listening to this podcast called the Simply Sophisticate podcast, and on it she was saying, you say I always start my sentence saying I was listening to a podcast.
I was listening to a podcast.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, but she was saying at the end of the day you should end your day with chocolate and some sweet treat, and so we started doing that, and so pretty much every day we have this chocolate. This is our favorite chocolate. Okay. We already know what tier we're putting.
I already know what tier this is. I'm gonna act like I'm tasting this though.
Okay. This one's so good.
Wow.
It's
so unique. That's S tier automatically.
This is S tier. This one's like a little bit of salty, sweet, the balance. Very creamy.
Our caramel in there is like crunchy, but like it has like a milkiness to it. I don't even know how to describe it. And then it's so salty.
I forgot it has a crunch, and I love texture.
That's elite. That's S tier.
That's S tier.
Probably their best chocolate.
I'm wondering if the new flavors we haven't tried are going to like match this. There's a Ben & Jerry's flavors coming up that I really like, and it might be. We'll see. We gotta taste it. It's nice doing the side by side.
That's S tier.
And I have a palate cleanser.
Oh yes, you gotta get some water. Ow.
What's the next one? Milk chocolate, honey, almond, nougat.
So this is actually the first Tony's bar we tried. You don't remember
I don't remember that.
This one actually is pretty good. I'll let you do this one first.
I don't think I remember this one. That one's good. That one's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It has a nice texture, nice crunch. The honey's a nice little touch. I'm gonna give it a B.
A B?
It's good.
Really?
Why do we stop getting this one? Because the other one's S?
I think the thing with this one, it's not as locally available. Like usually you have to go to like a specialty store, like a fancier grocery store to find it. You're not gonna find that at Target.
And that's usually where we get our Tonys, from Target. Or when we were looking for these Ben & Jerry's, we went to what's it called? Whole Market?
World Market. Was it Cost Plus? Cost Plus, World Market.
Was I pregnant when I sent you there?
You might have been pregnant when we went there.
So one time I sent him to Cost Plus and to get the Ben & Jerry's flavor, and I was like, can you please come back with 4? And the bars are full-size bars, not these little bars we're eating right now. They're really big.
They're huge.
And he came back with, I think, 2, and I was like, where's the chocolate?
And you're missing the most important point. These are kind of new flavors at the time, too. So it wasn't that I didn't want to get 4 bars. It's that they only had 2 or 3 bars. And I came back into the car. It was almost $20 worth of chocolate. She said, that's it?
I was so
That's
sad. I wanted more.
I said I bought the entire stock that they had, and she was not happy with that, so.
They were high demand. Oh, one thing, I'm going to do a close-up of the chocolate when we get to the big bars, but it's cool because the chocolate, like, are different sizes. So this mini one's just a little circle one, but when the actual bar gets, like, open, you'll see it's cut in different shapes and sizes. Some are triangles, some are really big, some are, like, square, and, like, they do that to show the inequalities in the chocolate industry. And this one's vegan. This one's 70%.
Now that one you gotta chew.
That's not good stuff.
That one you gotta chew.
Oh yeah, that one. The flavor's good, but I think we like dark chocolate, but this is really dark.
F tier.
I was gonna say, because all the other flavors seem like something we would really like, I was going to maybe say this is D tier because it's not bad chocolate, but I think I'm going to give it F tier because I think this is the worst one they offer. Yeah. See the milk and the Ben & Jerry's.
The Ben & Jerry's?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to jump into that one?
I think so, because we said we're going to do Ben & Jerry's next.
Okay.
Let's stick to the...
Well, we'll keep with the blue. Okay, yeah, I destroyed this one a little bit. I'm going to own up to it.
Wait, turn it around.
I'm not even going to do this. I'm ashamed. Let me hide my shame. Okay, so... yeah, this one is... Okay, I'll just do it. It's a dark milk chocolate with brownie bits in it. So I don't know what a dark milk chocolate is per se, but whatever it is delicious.
I think you got into it and you're like, do we need to buy more bars for the video? I was like, no, don't eat it. Let's save it. Okay, I'm gonna have my own piece.
Oh man.
I'm gonna break off. Oh, this one's broken crazy. Okay, let's see.
It was like that when I got here.
Mmm. That's smooth. That's dark milk. That's why it's smooth. That's good.
It's not like powdery like the other dark chocolate. It's like grainy a little bit. This one's very smooth. And then you have those bits in there that are just like crazy. They have these dark chocolate or like these brownie bits in there.
I think we're gonna have to average out our ratings though, because my rating on this is a little different.
I know what she's going to say. I'm gonna say that you're gonna say this is a C tier. What am I gonna say this is?
An A.
That's an S tier chocolate right there.
What?
That's the only one that's comparable to the orange caramel sea salt.
This one's good. I think, so what's the average of that? Do you have to give it a B?
Did you say that's a B or an A? You would say B.
I would put it in B.
Okay, well, we'll go with the B because you know on the one that you really like, we're going to be in the same position. We'll go with a lower rating. So this is a B.
We'll say this is B tier, even though he said this is S tier. This one is good, and I like the brownie flavor on it, but it doesn't have as much of a crunch or a texture to it. The brownies have a little bit of crunch, but I really like a crunchy in every bite. This one doesn't feel like it's super crunchy.
Those brownies are like such a nice, like, it's almost like a brownie brittle in there. It gives it enough to where if you want to let it melt in your mouth, you can, and then bite through it. Or if you want to just chomp on it and get some of that. It's not as much texture as the Nougat or the Almond, but plenty of texture.
Is like, and I think you always like brownie brittle more than I like brownie brittle. Okay, that was good.
That's the first heartbreak right there.
I'm excited.
Okay, I'll let you do the next one.
Should we do?
Are you going to do yours? We're going to just skip to the other end of the totem pole. For this one, you got to have a palette.
Okay. So we didn't get into this one yet.
You gonna show them the shape of the bar too?
Yes. So this one, I'm reading the package wrong. So the name is actually here. So this is the white chocolate strawberry cheesecake style Tony's. That's the shape. Okay. Dude, this is my favorite. I was addicted to this one at some point.
I think I had 2 bars of this one and 1 of the other, and she was so upset. She said, "That's all." So this is absurd.
We have 3 giant chocolate bars.
This is absurd.
This one is so smooth and delicious, and the berry has such a good texture when you bite it, and it like brightens up the bar, and it just tastes like you're like cheesecake, like you're having like a spoonful of cheesecake. It feels like I'm putting that in my mouth. Like, it tastes really good, and I don't like the Ben & Jerry's flavor strawberry cheesecake, so it doesn't make sense I like the chocolate, but this is so good.
That's the most interesting part of this. You really don't. I love the Ben & Jerry's cheesecakes, all of them. You hate them, so it's very surprising. I will say for white chocolate, that's very good. White chocolate especially tends to be waxy. Like if you get those Hershey's cookies and cream bars, oh, it's like licking a candle sometimes when you're eating those things.
Those used to be my favorite, but having those as an adult now, I'm like, those aren't even really that good.
Were they nasty like that when we were kids and we didn't realize it, or did we just grow up? I think probably a little bit of both,
yeah.
Right? That's really smooth white chocolate, but...
What? You don't like it?
But it's an average bar. That's an average bar.
I disagree.
Okay. It is like if that Hershey's bar grew up and had like good taste, but it's...
What do you give that one?
It's pretty average. I would say that's a C.
I give that an S.
So I knew that's how this was gonna go. We knew that's how this was gonna go.
So we're gonna put it in B.
So we'll put that in B tier. That's a B tier bar.
Both of the Ben & Jerry's are B tier.
But that goes to show, depending on what you like, it's probably gonna be an S tier if it's what you like.
Okay, what's the next one?
Let's see. Maybe we'll get into the one that I actually almost finished.
What's this?
This one is the milk chocolate caramel cookie.
Ooh, that cookie.
You talk about texture.
But I don't like that texture. I like a sharp crunch, like a strong crunch that's like a soft, it's like a watermelon crunch, like it's too soft. The flavor is good though, that one's very milky. Is there caramel in that? I'm gonna give that a D.
A D?
What do you give it?
That's easily an A tier.
What?
That's easily an A tier. That's milky. The cookie is nice. The cookie's not too sweet. Doesn't bring a lot of flavor, but it gives you great texture. And then that caramel in there kind of brings everything together. That's That's an A tier.
I think I like my cookies or my chocolate to have like a salty sweet balance too to it a little bit. That one doesn't. It's all.
You know what that tastes like?
Sweet.
That tastes like a reverse chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Like,
it does. Yeah.
It's like it's usually the chocolate's in the cookie. Well, now we put the cookie in the chocolate. That's an A tier easy. So
what are we gonna put that in?
it can't be C. C is absurd for that.
Here, we could put it to B.
I would say B tier.
We could do B because it's not bad. It's
No,
just
that's pretty
not
good.
preferred.
I'm gonna get us some
Okay.
more water.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the triple chocolate mix, Tony's Chocolonely Little Bits. So when they came out with these, they were teasing them on Instagram. And they put like something little's coming soon. And so I told my husband that I read it or something out loud. And I was like, something little's coming soon. Guess what? What could it be? He thought someone was having a baby. And I was like, no, Tony's is coming out with a new chocolate. So he's like, what? Why are you so excited? But they launched these things and they weren't what we expected at all. So they're called Little Bits. And so they look like these like, I don't know how do you like bite size.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like raisinette kind of style.
Yeah, it's like a movie theater style, like, you know, snackable chocolate kind of thing.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect to put some of that in your popcorn and just kind of.
Ooh, and that was a
go.
thing for a long time when they had like putting the things in the popcorn. So this one, when we ate it, we thought the one bite would be like the flavor like mixed because it's layers of dark milk and white chocolate. So we thought every bite would be like that, but when you open it, it's actually a mix of like. Each little individual one is a different flavor, so you eat them in handfuls and it gives you the full flavor, which I was surprised about. That one's good. It needs texture, I think. It's good though. Those are all like soft, delicious, but missing the crunch. That's good though. Okay, because I know the array, we're doing the universe of Tony's. I want to say C, but I'm leaning more towards B.
I was gonna say that's a B tier.
Okay,
that's chocolate. You
It's
can't go
good.
wrong with. And the dark chocolate's not too dark because it's balanced out by the milk, and the white chocolate, it kind of complements perfectly. You don't get as much distinct flavor, but it's very much like a delicious handful of chocolate.
It's just such good quality. Okay, so we have milk chocolate s'mores marshmallow and graham cracker. So this one, some of them are gonna have fluffy marshmallow inside and some are gonna have graham cracker, which I was like, what? Because I was like, some are missing the crunch. And I was like, oh no, because you have to eat it in a handful. Oh,
Oh,
that was a fail.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go.
I wish these bags were a little bit bigger.
Oh, we know that.
This one's good. I need to not go in for a second, but I'm going in for a second. It's fluffy.
I'm always so used to just letting the chocolate melt in my mouth. And those are not melt in your mouth chocolates.
No, you
Those
have
are
to
you
bite
bite those and eat those. Which is different. That being said, those are very delicious.
Those are good.
That marshmallow is crazy. That graham cracker is crazy.
The graham cracker is nice and it's a soft crunch, but it's I'm gonna rank
It's got
it.
a little chew.
It has a little chew. I'm gonna rank it lower because the soft crunch. The marshmallow has like a chew
you
to
and
it.
this crunch.
I love a crunch.
You and this.
This one's
crunch.
good though. What do you give it? I need to think.
What do I give that? I would say that's a B tier.
All right, the next is chocolate chip cookie, milk chocolate. Now that's a cookie. Because it's chocolate chip cookie. The other one's just cookie. That's good. I give that an A.
Yeah, I'd say A.
That's
pretty
really nice. This is chocolate hazelnut milk chocolate. Oh, wait. Milk chocolate hazelnut. The way it's banded around is
Yeah.
kind of tricky. Okay.
Okay, you take the bite first.
I don't think you like hazelnut.
Your face is
I
not.
don't think I like hazelnut.
I actually don't mind. Remember when your brother got those chocolates with the full whole hazelnuts in them? It was very delicious.
We had like Swedish chocolates.
Or like a Ferrero Rocher. A Ferrero Rocher.
I'm not the biggest
Delicious.
fan of those. This one, the hazelnut's very forward facing in this. And I don't think I really love hazelnut. I'm gonna give this a D.
And it's a hazelnut like chunk too. I would say that's like a B tier.
B? Okay, so we'll put this in C.
That literally tastes like a Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, it does.
It's just like a Ferrero Rocher, just better quality chocolate.
All right, this is the everything bar. So this has milk chocolate with caramel, pretzel, almond, nougat, and sea salt. which again, I said, like, simple is better, I think, sometimes with the chocolate. And I've had this one and I'm like, I thought I would love it. I thought it maybe was doing a little too much. But let's see how I feel today. I change my opinions daily. Did you say that's true?
This is true.
I'm like, I hate this thing, and then I try it. I'm like, this is delicious.
Remember when you hated sushi and now you can't eat it?
Yeah.
That was the best one.
He used to always, like, he introduced me to a lot of foods. Throughout my life, like, wasn't really adventurous. I wasn't only eating, like, chicken tenders, but I just didn't like certain things. And I wasn't super adventurous. So he introduced me to sushi, and we kept trying it. I didn't like it for a long time, and then finally I liked it. And then I got a shellfish allergy, like, everything bar.
Now, if we say you want texture,
This is very crunchy.
that has every texture you could want in it.
It's a very full, like, that's an everything in there. Every bite, you're gonna get something, but I feel like nothing stands out in it. It's just all a mix. Nothing stands out.
I kind of like that about it. It kind of all just blends together. So you get, but it's weird because you can kind of hit like, okay, I got some pretzel. Okay, there's a little salty bite. There's a little bite of nougat. Like it kind of
does, yeah.
pops up, but it ends up by the time you're done chewing, kind of just.
And I think
coming
you're
together.
letting it melt too in your mouth, right? So I'm like,
That one actually is a chewer.
You chew it?
You got to chew that one because, I mean, the worst thing is when you let it melt and then you got all this pretzel and salt just sitting in your mouth. That's a chewing bar.
You have to chew that
That's a
one.
chewing bar for sure. But I actually really like that bar, and I think I said that last time we got that. I really like that, and you weren't the biggest fan.
I'm gonna give it a C.
A C. Wow.
I want them to just have a milk chocolate with pretzel. Like, that's my favorite combination. Like, I don't need all this other stuff in it.
That's an easy A tier bar. For a chewing bar, that's probably the best. If you want something you can just put in your mouth real quick and chew and just kind of like you don't have to sit there and let it melt and really savor it. That's a good, just put it in your mouth. Like I could see you eating that at a movie and just
I was gonna say, this
chewing
would be
and
good
kind of snacking on it.
if they did the little bits in this, like the snackables. I think this
That
would be
would be
really good
good.
as a snackable. But yeah, I wouldn't get
So
this
that's
one
a B
again.
tier.
B tier.
B tier. Okay.
Ooh, but I had something good at the end right there.
It's sushi all over again. It's sushi all over again.
Too loud. We're making progress. This has been sitting here for like 2 weeks, and we've been just trying not to eat it all.
I only destroyed a little bit.
That's not bad.
That's pretty impressive, all things considered. Usually I'm a chocolate maniac. Here's your favorite, some more hazelnut. Milk chocolate hazelnut cookie. Oh,
What
boy.
was the other one? The other one was...
Milk chocolate hazelnut.
Oh, okay, so this has a cookie in it.
This has a cookie.
I didn't know they had so many hazelnut flavors. So we mentioned they offer them at like Target and Walmart and like Costco and places like this, but we bought these directly on the website for Tony's, and they had a lot more flavors than I've seen offered in the actual store. So there was that.
It seems like certain flavors you only get at certain stores.
Yeah, like some have select flavors, and then I love them so much that I wrote them on Instagram, and I was like, hey, do you guys want to like work together one day? Like, I always am promoting your chocolates. I love your chocolates. And they said they would add me to their PR list. So I bought these all on my own, but I'm like super excited to maybe
this
receive
is not a
some PR.
sponsored video. That's how much we love
Yeah, this
Tony's.
is sponsored.
We know, like, hey, we're gonna eat this later.
It has like a Kit Kat bite.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it have a Kit Kat bite?
It does. It's that cookie in there.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Definitely like a Ferrero Rocher, but this is even more like a Ferrero Rocher because it has like that texture in there. Like those are super textural. I don't know what you'd call it. But this is very much in the same vein.
I like that one. I like that one better than this hazelnut. And this hazelnut, because it has the cookie, it's more balanced. Like, it's not super forward-facing.
That's the kind of crunch you like.
So normally, no, because I like a sharp kind of crunch. Like, I like a crunch that's like
That's like
that
a
kind of
pop
crunch.
rock crunch. Like you bite into a pop rock and then like, not that it pops in your mouth, but like that kind of
Ooh.
crunch you bite through.
Speaking of pop, our next
Oh.
flavor, that leads us to the next flavor. But wait, what did we rate this? I like this one. What do you give it?
I would say that's whatever I gave the last one. What did I give the last hazelnut? Did I say B? I would say that's an A.
That's an A.
That's an A.
I'm gonna give it,
That's the better of the two.
I'll give it a B.
A B. So we could say that's a B tier.
We'll put it in B. We have so many in the B.
Yeah, B is gonna be majority.
I don't think we have any in D. Maybe that's okay.
We know which one should be in D. This white chocolate needs to be in D. Okay, here comes the last one. This one was, I think, kind of like your inspiration for the video, right? Because you saw a new flavor.
Yeah.
So they have a white chocolate raspberry popping candy bar. So it's very much like the other one. I'm gonna let you actually do the honors on this one. I already kind of popped it, but I'll let you.
And I was gonna say, so we're gonna, do we need to do a nutty butter tasting video? He's been I was gonna say I follow them on Instagram, and like I feel like most people don't follow businesses on Instagram, but like I just am such a fan of them that I'm like, okay, I want to see what they're posting, and their posts are really good. But you've been following this like Nut Butter 90s account. I'm like, do we need to do a tasting on Nut Butter 90s, or
let me know? Nutty nostalgic. We're gonna do some nut butter content.
Should we do that?
You tell me.
Are they ethical, or what is their?
I don't know. We gotta look into that.
Maybe we'll try those.
Ask the people if they want that.
Yeah. Do you want to see more tasting videos with my husband? Did you tell him your name?
Oh yeah, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Herbert.
Yes. That was so like unofficial.
That's my name.
I keep saying my husband. They're like, who is this guy? So this is really pretty. This one will take a full bite.
I'll take a full bite on this one because I haven't had it.
I don't like that much. It's interesting. It's popping. But that raspberry is very strong. And it's popping. That reminds me of like a little kid's candy. Who didn't like a pop rock? But that was really strong. Out of those two white chocolates, I would definitely say the other one's like the adult gummy version. This one, and it's still popping. Pop rocks are a nice touch, but
okay, I'll say
I don't
this.
like it.
The white chocolate on the other one seemed a little less waxy. I don't know what that is. So I like that white chocolate better, but that raspberry is like raspberry. So I'm very surprised you don't like it.
It's
You usually
so
love
strong.
like a fruity, milky kind of thing. Or
Yeah.
like a fruity, chocolatey kind of thing. But it's way overbearing.
It's very strong.
I guess if that's what you're looking for, you want something fruity, something fun. The Pop Rocks are a very nice touch on the back end.
Yeah, I'm still popping.
But that's very intense. That's an intense flavor. Right
I wasn't
there.
expecting that. Because everything else is kind of subtle and like adult kind of feeling, but this one is, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like, okay, you have kids and you want to share some chocolate with them, come take a bite of this. I think that would be great. Like, Parker would love that.
Yes. I don't know. That was weird.
Wow, white chocolate Tony's you didn't like. Never did I ever think I'd see the day.
I think that one, and I was most excited for that one because I've never tried that one. That one I want to give a D.
Wow, you read my mind 1,000,000%.
You
I was
said
gonna
D?
say an F at first, and then I said this is not.
I was gonna say
this
F.
is not as bad as that dark chocolate. That dark chocolate is disgusting. No offense. No offense.
It's not as bad.
It's not that it's actually disgusting. It actually is a good dark chocolate, but just not my cup of tea.
Out of all the universe, though, it's the worst one.
Yeah, that dark chocolate would be the worst, and then that would be the runner-up.
So that's a D. I think we have our first D.
Yeah, that's a certified D, but you know what? I think it could be good in the right instance.
So who made it to S?
Oh,
Is
S
there
tier.
only one?
I think this is the only S tier we have.
That's the best. Highly recommend.
Milk chocolate caramel sea salt.
That one's.
That's by far
so
the best
good.
Tony. Well, not by far, but it's the best Tony's.
I think by far. I think if you don't ever have to try another Tony's, I would suggest getting this one.
For sure.
And I would not suggest getting
The
the dark chocolate.
But the good thing, they have the little taster bar, so you can kind of see what you like. And it's funny, though, we say that we don't like this, and the entire bar is gone. So take that with a grain of salt. We'd say, oh, that's an F tier, but then does it eat, or do we eat it? Does it sit? No.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with all this chocolate. I'm like, are we going to eat it? Are we going to give it to friends and family? But I don't know. We'll see. You said we'll eat it?
We're going to eat it.
We'll probably share with visitors, but yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried Tony's, and let me know if you want to see us try Nutty Nostalgia, it's called. I'll put their picture here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. That was good.
That is yummy.
Thank you.